Well, never a dull moment around here. This morning I came to work. We had a stolen vehicle out back, and I called the owner up. He's coming down from Aberdeen to get it. In the process of coming down here, I asked him what was in the vehicle, and he informed me that what was in the vehicle was a ladder rack and a face shield. And I asked him, I said, well, there's a bunch of stuff in the vehicle. He said, well, none of it's his. I said, okay, so I'm just going to do a quick inventory on the stuff that was in the vehicle. In the process of doing the inventory, I found a backpack. And in the backpack, I noted some scales, some drug scales, and I noted some other, what I would consider to be drug paraphernalia. And at that point, I noticed a jar wrapped with tape with a wire coming out of the top of it. So at that point, I took the jar out, started taking it apart. Now in the vehicle, in this backpack here, that looks like kerosene or diesel. In the process, I found, let's see where's it at here. I found some scales. I don't know where the scales are at now. Here's more jars. I'm trying to figure out where the scales went to. Oh, here's a digital scale for weighing your dope. Anyway, I took the jar across the street, called the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department showed up. In the process, they advised me that they were calling the bomb squad. This is all the stuff that's in this vehicle. They've called the bomb squad, and I carried the glass jar across the street. I didn't want it in my impound yard. My dad used to be a explosive expert. He worked in the woods and used dynamite and stuff, and I wasn't too concerned about handling the jar as it only had one wire going to it. But the jar itself appears to be of the same style that was found in Long Beach here 4 or 5 months ago, and that's still an open investigation. We did call up the driver of the vehicle. He refused to talk to the sheriff's department, had nothing to say. And I have the sheriff's department here. They blocked the street off, and I carried the jar across the street. And right now we're sitting there with the jar across the street, and we're waiting for someone to come down here and figure out what they're going to do with it.
Chief Weather's just going to stay back a little bit. So.
Huh?